Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to 360DigiTMG. Today we are going to learn about the medical inventory optimization project. Okay, so our project name is Medical Inventory Optimization, and our client is one of the leading hospital chain in. Okay, so in that hospital they have a pharmacy, medical shops, right? Uh, Our business problem is bounce rate is increasing significantly, leading to the patient dissatisfaction. Actually, the bounce rate means we have a hospital. In our hospital, patients are coming, okay, and our doctors are uh, diagnosing them, and whatever the prescription our doctors are given to them, they have to buy these medicines from our hospitals, right? But the patients are coming to us, we are diagnosing them, but the patients are not buying a medicines from our pharmacy, the medical shops which are inside our hospitals. Okay, that means a people's patients are coming, they are inquiry about that, they are showing the prescription for that, maybe some reason due to the high prices, or we are not providing them discounts, or maybe the stock out medicines, or maybe the expired medicines like that. For that, we have to study historical data, what are the data set provided us by the hospital. We have to study that data, analyze that data, and by analyzing, we have to provide insights. Okay, so bounce rate means people are inquiring, but they are not buying medicines. What is the business objective? Our business objective is the minimize the bounce rate. Okay, we have to minimize the bounce rate, and business constraint is minimize the inventory cost. Whatever the cost is, we have to maintain. Okay, so we have pharmacy, so we have to maintain a stock. Okay, sometimes the medicines are overstock, or sometimes medicines are expired. So, and yeah, sometimes medicines are expired, so we have to maintain and um, minimum medicines, so that before expiring that medicines, we have to sold them all the medicines, right? And what is the business success criteria? By maintaining the business success criteria, reduce the bounce rate by at least a 30%. Okay, whatever the, if suppose our bounce rate is more than 50%, so we have to, by providing these insights, we have to reduce that success bounce rate up to the 30%. Okay, and economic success criteria, by providing our insights, and we have to increase the revenue at least at 20 lakh in Indian rupees by reducing the bounce rate. Okay, okay guys, so yeah, now uh, okay, for our project there is a project architecture. Okay, so first step is understand the business, then we have to collect a data. Either we have to collect that data from our client or web scraping. Sometimes the data set or data is not providing by client, that time we have to uh, collect data from web scraping, or the data may be in the format of Excel, CSV file like that, or web scraping. And whatever the data we collected, that data after collection, Kafka, we are using Kafka. Suppose the data is a live streaming. Okay, so after collecting all the data, we have to ingest that data in a any database like SQL, PostgreSQL, AWS, or Azure. It is our storage. Here we have to store a data. Whenever the data is coming from client or any format, CSV, Excel, digital format, or web scraping, that data will be stored in the storage. Okay, after storing that data, we have to pull that data for the data analysis. Okay, by the using of Python, we have to get insight, a statistical and business insight. Okay, statistical insight before data preprocessing. After data preprocessing, our data set will be a clean. So we need always a statistical insight and business insights on our raw data set. Okay, after data preprocessing, our data set will be clean, means that means the missing values are not there, outliers are not there. Okay, we drop the duplicate values like that. Okay, after data preprocessing, we have to do EDA report, means statistical report. Once again, here we are comparing this both reports. Okay, before data cleaning and after data cleaning. The you know in a statistical techniques, we are using a four business movement. In a first business movement, we are finding a mean, median, mode, and in the second business moment, we are finding a standard deviation, variance, and range. In a third business moment, we are finding a skewness, and in a fourth business moment, we are finding a kurtosis. After that, we have to do a graphical representation. Okay. What are the graphical? After plotting a graphical representation, we get know that our data set is normal or non-normal. If suppose our data set is non-normal, we have to make our data set as a normal. That's why we are doing EDA before data cleaning and after data cleaning. We are comparing the data, either data set will after data cleaning or data set is a normal or non-normal. Whatever the clean data is there, we have to push that clean data again our database. Okay, and then with the help of generative AI, we have to find the how many stakeholders are there or how many departments are there. Okay, on the basis of that, whatever their KRS, means key responsibility areas, are there, and which KPIs they are monitoring, key responsibility areas are there. According to that, we have to make a different dashboard. Okay, whatever the requirements of their departments. Okay, each and every department is has a different KPIs and KRS. According to their responsibilities or requirements, we have to made a Power BI dashboard. Okay, and after creating that dashboard, we have to deploy that dashboard to the user client, right? Hmm. So this is the project architecture, and in our data set, okay, our data set. Okay, so this is our data set. Okay, in our data set, 14,219 rows are there. Okay, and 14 columns are there. Okay, this is our data set. Now we have to build a dashboard. Say, this is our dashboard, medical inventory optimization. So here are the slicers. Okay, this is the subcategory, and this is the subcategory. Here this is the slicer for the year, and this is the slicer for the month. Okay, so our first KPI is a gross profit. Gross profit 81.85 million. Okay, and total quantity sold is 195,000. Whatever the per units are there, and total net sales are 81.93 million. Okay, and the return rate means the people sometimes in a bounce rate. One more thing is there, sometimes people are buying these medicines, but without using they are returning. Okay, They are written the medicine that unused medicine, yeah, unused medicine to our medical shops. For that 13%, 12.59 means 13% rate is there. The medicines after selling, we getting a return. So this is the return quantity by generic names. Okay, the medicines which are coming as return, for that top five medicines are there in a sodium chloride is there, and this is the by. Okay, multiple electrolytes, and third one is nordelin, and fourth one is N-acetylene, and fifth one is ondansetron. Okay, and this is chart for the monthly sales trend revenue growth versus time. Okay, so first I have to check for 2020. Okay, for year 2020, I am checking for the December month, right? Injection, in the injection categories, respiratory system. Okay, so for respiratory system, in the month, in a year 2020, in a December month, we did not sold anything. Okay, no gross profit, no total quantity sold, total net sales. So we are now checking for anesthesia. Hmm. See, return quantity by anesthetics, we got a 12 quantity return, and for this propofol 3 quantity, and lidocaine for a 1 quantity. Okay, like that we have to check for a 2021 IV fluids. Okay, no selling for the December month. If suppose only for 2021, okay, okay. For 2021, gross profit is a 28,000. Okay, 980 is thousand is the gross profit, and total quantity sold is a 2,612, and total net sales is a 29,870,000, and return is a 12.60%. Like that, in 2022, same gross profit is increasing, like 32,190,000, okay, and total quantity sold is a 2,746. Total net sales is a 33,340, okay, and return rate is a 12.35%. And here is a top subcategories by sales. Okay, top five subcategories in that. For year 2022, multiple electrolytes, and here sodium chloride. Okay, for sales, and this is by the generic name, and this is by the sales, and this chart is for the return trend, patient dissatisfaction by pattern. Okay,